We need federal intervention on the legal components of this in terms of decriminalization.
Decriminalizing people who use drugs.
Being addicted to a controlled substance is not a crime.
More than half a dozen officials and groups have called for the decriminalization of small amounts of hard drugs, often in tandem with a push for a safe supply. But today on CBC Radio's The Early Edition,
the key to decriminalization, as you pointed out, is making sure that there is a safer supply for people who are struggling with addictions. And that is what we've moved forward on without having to take the step to decriminalization.
Trudeau said his government would only throw its weight behind clean, accessible drugs, much to the surprise of advocates.
All levels of government know that we need both.
Before working for the BC Centre of Substance Use, Felicella spent 30 years in the cycle of addiction. He knows firsthand the potential benefits of decriminalization.
Definitely goes a long way in reducing the stigma and the discrimination that substance users face on a daily basis.
For the past 3 months in BC, more than 170 people have died of overdoses every month. A crisis that isn't limited to one area of the province, but spread across every region.
Addiction is not a moral issue. Addiction is not a character failure. Addiction is a health issue, and it should be treated that way.
Despite the Prime Minister's lack of support, Darcy says BC will continue to push for decriminalization by working with certain police departments to take a different approach, steering away from the criminal code.
Instead of criminalizing people who have small amounts of drugs in their possession for personal use, they are connecting them instead to healthcare supports, to mental health and addiction supports.
Even if that's at odds with Ottawa's plans. Joel Ballard, CBC News, Vancouver.